Good afternoon and welcome to the case study of the budget debacle. My name is Shay McClellan and I'll be taking you through this case study this afternoon. Here are some facts about the case study. The case study takes place at the Briardale Elementary School. This is one of 6 elementary schools within the district. The supplementary curriculum is funded through the foundation budget at each school. The foundation is formed by the school site, chaired by a parent that serves as the foundation president. Funds are raised by the foundation and given to the principal and placed in the budget. The budget fully covers the art, music, and foreign language programs each year. Mr. Barely, foundation president of the current year and parent, is motivated to raise more money to add innovative curriculum along with the existing programs that they already have for this year. Mr. Barely creates a raffle for cash event with the approval of Mr. Santos, the school principal. Some of the legal and ethical issues. Fundraiser of raffle for cash event that's being held at Briarcliff Elementary School. A raffle for cash is considered gambling and is illegal within the U.S. as a fundraiser, except for large sporting events. So this isn't something that the school should be doing. I'm not sure that this was checked through the district, approved through the district, checked through the district attorneys, or if this is even known. This is something that Mr. Barely did through his school when he was a student at Harvard to raise money. So he knows it can be a very successful fundraiser, and that's why he's chosen to go this route. As principal, Mr. Santos had the obligation to ensure that this was an appropriate fundraiser prior to approval. I'm not sure how involved Mr. Santos was in the planning of this prior to the event happening. So we don't have a lot of information regarding that to know the true legal and ethical issues of how involved Mr. Santos was as far as approval, involvement, and such. Some of the facts about the case. Mr. Carlos Santos, he is the site principal at Briardale Elementary School. He is confident that he can run the school and manage the budget for the school. Mr. Barely, he is a parent and current president of the Briardale Foundation. He is new to the school district and a Harvard graduate. He is motivated to raise the most money ever that the district has raised to add innovative curriculum programs. Mr. Morley, he is a president of the foundation for another elementary school within the district and a former fraternity brother to Mr. Barely at Harvard. Mr. Morley and Mr. Barely ran against each other for class president at Harvard, and Mr. Morley won that race previously. Excuse me. So just about the place, Briardale Elementary School has 600 students, kindergarten through 5th grade. It's one of 6 elementary schools within the district. District also includes 2 middle schools and 1 high school. Briardale is the center of the town and in the middle of a diverse community. It serves as the town's community meeting center. They hold the district spelling bee there, some town meetings, some other concerts and things are held within the building. So Briardale is used and able to hold larger events. The program, Briardale Elementary School, is a public school within the local school district. The district's curriculum focuses on the basic skills and educational objectives at each school based on the students' performance of basic skills. The building foundation raises money to provide the supplemental curriculum, as we spoke about earlier, the arts, the music, and the foreign language classes. Just to review the information, what kind of impact does this have on the stakeholders? No funds for curriculum for students could definitely impact the extra activities or extra curriculum that the students currently participate in. The president of the foundation could face legal ramifications. Negative publicity could be brought to the school and the district within the community, and also to the community. And this all could have this negative impact could have an impact on the future fundraising events within the school. Excuse me. The stakeholders that are impacted by the outcome are the students, what they're going to receive, the funding that they may or may not receive, the faculty, again, with the funding, the parents, the community, and the foundation members and the principal. Where the stakeholders consulted, this is where there's not a lot of information to truly know how they were impacted. We don't know if they were consulted. Was the committee involved in the fundraising, or was this something that Mr. Barely took upon himself? Did the district approve the fundraiser? We don't know if this was something that, again, that he just took and ran with, or if they did have this approved through the district. And was the principal fully aware of the details of the fundraiser, or again, did he just give Mr. Barely the green light to run with it and the ability to raise the money? So all these questions really we don't have the answers for within the scenario that we were provided. Is this information enough? Who was involved in developing the fundraiser? Who was on the foundation committee? We don't have this information. How involved is the district with the oversight of the school fundraisers? What type of training do the foundation members receive as members of the foundation? Still lots of questions that we don't really have the answers to with the given scenario. What options do we have? Options 1, do nothing. What could come from this? Mr. Barely faced legal ramifications for his part in the fundraising. The school could lose the funding that would have been raised by the current fundraiser. If there is no fundraiser, the school district could face criticism from the public and the community. Mr. Santos, as principal, could face possible reprimand or termination with his involvement with the illegal fundraising. And the students could lose the supplementary curriculum for the following year if there is no funds to provide those resources. Oops. Sorry, going the wrong direction here. Let me back up a little bit. Sorry, we gotta get back to where we were. My apologies for this. All right, here we go, back where we were. So option 2, a more comprehensive approach to the committee. New foundation, this is a different approach would be new foundation members would be trained with when appointed to the committee would consist of parents and school members working together. Meetings would be held to discuss the fundraising options. A final idea would be presented to district leadership for approval. Principal and president would co-chair the committee, working together again in partnership, and district attorney would review the fundraising plans for legal and ethical concerns. This provides a more comprehensive approach to the foundation committee. Option 3 would be a parent-led committee. This is a committee where it's all ran by the parents. Committee decides the fundraising idea. Committee informs the school of their suggestion for fundraising. The school helps to advertise and participate in the fundraiser, and the money raised is presented to the school for supplementary curriculum. Option 4 would be a school-led committee, where the committee is made up of school personnel. The committee decides the fundraising idea. The committee gets approval for the fundraiser from the district leadership, and money raised is used for the supplementary curriculum. So pros and cons to each one of them. Option 1, doing nothing. The committee may benefit from the money if there's money raised. The school could continue to continue the current programs and build upon them next year with a different fundraiser. Cons to this would be the legal ramifications due to illegal activity, negative publicity for the school and the district, may not have the funds if there was no fundraiser to go through, and the future fundraisers could be affected by the issues with this one. Option 2, the pros, trained committee members allows for less opportunity of negative outcome. The money raised for the supplementary, so we're able to provide the supplementary curriculum for the students. District approves all activities, so there's no surprises. We know we run it by the attorney, so there's no legal issues or ethical issues, and it leaves a positive publicity for the school. Cons is that we may not raise as much money as the other ways. We still have parent turnover every year, with parents being on the committee and new parents on the committee each year. Option 3, parent-led committee. Parents do the work, less work for the teachers, and the ability to have the supplementary curriculum. Cons is that you have new parents every year, ensure training provided to the committee members, and potential for illegal or inappropriate fundraising due to lack of oversight by the school. Option 4 would be a school-led committee. This would provide for school approval for the fundraiser, consistency in committee members, because the school within the scenario said the teachers don't have a lot of turnover. Students receive the additional curriculum. The cons would be additional work on teachers and staff, may not raise as much money as other fundraisers. Staff may not have the time commitment that some parents do to put into the project. So what's our final decision? I would definitely like to go with the comprehensive approach. I believe that this is our best option for the stakeholders. It gives parents and school staff the ability to work together to give the best to the students of the school. Students will get the supplementary curriculum they deserve and the potential for a new initiative curriculum also. The committee is also able to support the school's fundraiser. Money is raised in the fundraiser will support the curriculum and any additional curriculum. So how do we go about implementing this? We develop a training program for the new committee members. We develop the committee, and then we go ahead and train them. Excuse me. Meetings held to brainstorm the fundraising ideas. After all ideas are discussed, a final decision is made on the final fundraising that will be done. The final idea is presented to district leadership for approval. The district attorney reviews the fundraiser for the legal and ethical concerns, and the future meetings are held to plan the fundraiser. So just some additional thoughts as we close out this presentation is that the principal should provide oversight to the foundation and regulate activities. Principal and parent president should co-chair the committee. Training should be provided to all committee members to ensure compliance. Co-chairs should be accountable for fundraising. Bookkeeper and principal should audit all funds for the school to ensure appropriate accounting. Principal should take responsibility for oversight of all activities within the school. Legal oversight from the district attorney is needed for large events. Other funding options would be federal, state, and local funding and grants for schools. And the principal needs to develop and monitor the school budget. Principal needs a comprehensive plan for allocation and budget cuts. Thank you for taking the time to hear my presentation, and I hope you have a great day.